One of the questions I get asked all the time is why Canada sends crude oil down to the US and why aren't we sending more refined products? It could be jet fuel, it could be lubricants, whatever it is, but why do we send it in its rawest form? Well, there are a bunch of reasons for that, and one of them is that the high capital cost of building new refineries and even modifying existing refineries, and you take the Northwest Redwater refinery that was just came online in 2020. It's the first new refinery in 30 years in Canada, and its capital cost was budgeted at $5 billion, and within a few years, by the time they got finished, it was $10 billion. So capital cost overruns, big issue. The second is the market's already oversupplied in North America, at least in the United States and Canada, because the oil demand peaked in the U.S. about a decade ago and about 7 or 8 years ago in Canada, and the long-term outlook for the industry is not that great. The structural decline so far has been fairly minimal. It's not going down rapidly, but now we have the introduction of electric transportation. So if you're an investor looking at those trends, is this an industry that you want to get into? No, really not. The other issue is like for higher value added products like lubricants, those are dominated already by Asian and American suppliers. They've been in the market a long time. It's very competitive. It's a lower volume, and the margins just aren't there. So there's really not a lot of incentive for Canadian, to refine Canadian crude into something else other than for the domestic market. And part of this is because the structure of the industry in Canada was set up decades ago. It was decided in the 60s and 70s when a lot of these refineries were being built that Canadian oil would be shipped in pipelines down to the American market instead of refined in Canada. They wanted it, for if nothing else, to be closer to the final demand market. And that's essentially the way the industry is structured, and it's very hard to alter now. It may make sense for a Canadian looking at this to say, why are we getting the lowest value for our resource? Well, there's a whole, as I've already described, there's a bunch of reasons why. It's very difficult to break now, and frankly, with the long-term demand for oil looking like it's going to decline sometime in the 2030s, nobody really wants to invest in the industry.